and it's time to wake up and realize that this is it. This is the final battle of existence. This is good versus evil, Armageddon, whatever, Gog and Magog.
Good or done or wrong?
Gog and Magog, according to the prophets, and according mainly to Zechariah 14, describe a massive attack against the nation of Israel. All the nations of the world united in the beginning. Esav and Ishmael will fight with each other, meaning Christians and Muslims will kill each other, which we see as it is right now. And then one point they'll get up and say, wait a minute, why are we killing each other? It's never going to end. We have a mutual enemy that we should both unite and kill him. Who are they? Israel. And they make a covenant and they turn against Yerushalayim and they come to take Yerushalayim by force. And at that time, women from Jerusalem, I don't want to tell you what's going to happen to them from your respect. And many people would run to hide in holes in the deserts, and it will be a disaster for X amount of time. And then the salvation will begin. HaKadosh Baruch Hu would come and interfere with the war, and will put such death to all these wicked anti-Semite people, will wipe them one after the other. There's the prophet that lives about 2,500 years ago. He described clearly a nuclear war. Yeah, I have to remind you that in his generation there were swords, spears, and bow and arrow. No bullets, no guns, no missiles, no chemical, no atomic, none of it appears in his time. The way he described the world would be, people's eyes would melt out of their holes, will become water. People will try to hold each other and save them from drowning, and the hands will come out, and he will hold the hand, there will be nothing to hold. It will melt in his hand. The Goyim will try to help each other. The revenge of Hashem will be with no mercy at them whatsoever. Who will pay the price? The wicked Gentiles, not the righteous. The righteous Gentiles who kept the 7 laws and they love the Jews, or they saved Jews on the Holocaust, or things like that. After this war, when 2/3 of the people will get wiped out, it will take years to clean the bodies. It won't be so simple. But the days of the Mashiach would finally arrive. All these wicked anti-Semite BBC and their friends, slowly one after the other, will vanish from this world. And God will clean the world from all the wicked people.
The purpose of Gog and Magog is Hashem's revenge against his enemies. All at once, from all of the generations, the neshemot of all of the enemies will be in that last generation, in our generation, and Hashem will take vengeance against all of them, all at once, in order to glorify and magnify his name. Hashem will go out and wage war with those nations, as he waged war on the day of battle. There's going to be a plague, a major devastation, with the ultimate goal, says verse 9, Hashem will be the king over all the land. On that day, Hashem will be one, and his name will be one. Meaning the ultimate goal of this entire war is the ultimate salvation of the world. The ultimate purpose of the world is to glorify Kadosh Baruch Hu's name. There is not going to be any more idolatry. There's not going to be any more heresy. There's not going to be any more wicked people. There's not going to be any more war after this. And there will be no more devastation, and Jerusalem will settle in security. This will be the plague with which Hashem will strike all the people that have organized against Jerusalem. Each one's flesh will melt away while he is standing on his feet. Each one's eyes will melt away in their sockets, and each one's tongue will melt away in their mouths. It will be on that day that there will be a great panic of Hashem among them. Each one will grab the hand of his fellow, and his hand will be raised up against the hand of his fellow. So many words. One guy, one Rasha, is trying to help his friend give him a hand, takes his hand, and all he has is his hand left. The rest of him is gone. And the wealth of all the nations, all around, will be gathered, gold, silver, and garments, in great abundance. And similarly will be the plague of the horse, the mule, the camel, the donkey, all the animals that will be in those camps, just like plague, just like this plague. Meaning that this is also a time where even the animals will be affected in this great day of Hashem. In so many words, already we see this is going to be a day unlike anything else we've ever seen before. But Gog and Magog, as painful as it is, it's like birth. In the end, it must happen. And then you have a cute baby.
In the Navi, it speaks pretty explicitly about a terrible battle where 1/3 of the world will die, a third of the world will be maimed and injured, poisoned, whatever it is, and 1/3 of the world will survive. So you're talking about mass destruction, possible nuclear holocaust.
So that is, they consider the war against Arab, including genocidal war, as the part of this eschatological scenario in order to blow up Al-Aqsa and to start to build such temple. That is Israeli far-right agenda. I think that Netanyahu wants that, and the war gives him the opportunity to keep the power, to realize its own or far-right hopes on second coming of Mashiach.
Don't think there's going to be much people left when the Mashiach comes. I'm already telling you, the population of the world won't be that big. Just take out all the evil people, that's already 2/3 of the world, which is what already prophesied. But who's going to remain? The ones who will stand with Hashem. That's it. No discounts here. So there is coming a great reset. Whether the clown Schwab says it or somebody else says it, it doesn't matter. There's going to be a reset. So according to Rambam, I don't think there's going to be much people here when Mashiach comes. The reason why we have the war is not because of Bibi, not because of anybody else, not because of the Hamas. The war on the land of Israel is only to take out the Erev Rav and the non-Jews from the land, and like we just read from Yirmiyahu, I will take you one from a city and two from a family and bring you to Zion, which means that what's going on right now is the land ejects whoever is not connected to this nation, and Hashem in His way is going to bring whoever He wants from all around the world back to Eretz Israel. That's what's going to happen, and that's what is happening. So don't be worried about the war and don't be afraid of the war. The war in Israel is not Gog and Magog. Gog and Magog is not in Eretz Israel. Gog and Magog is outside of Eretz Israel. The war of Gog and Magog is the nations fighting each other, not Israel fighting. What you see now in Israel, that's a whole different thing. That's Hashem now making His way to eject from the country, from the land, not from the state of Israel, not from the country, from the land of Israel, to eject the Erev Rav, to throw out, as it says, La'aretz takiotam. The land will throw them out. So slowly, slowly, you will see, however long the process is going to take, that's why there's a war in Israel. To really throw out of this country whoever doesn't belong here. I know it seems right now, what? How Hashem is going to do that? Sit tight and watch the show. Winning the war means no Hamas, which means no Gaza. That's what people don't understand. So even if you kill now the Hamas militants and you'll get the Hamas heads, did you destroy Hamas? No, because every Muhammad in Palestine now, in Gaza, in 10 years, that's the new Hamas. It's Amalek. You can't negotiate, deal, or do anything with Amalek any other way by chopping their head off. So don't dream that there's going to be a victory in Gaza. There's not going to be a victory in Gaza because the only way to have victory there is exactly like a war with Amalek. Nothing left. Then you start new. Because you'll kill whoever you want now. The babies there are the future Hamas. The 3-year-olds there are the future Hamas. Do the same thing with Iran. Nobody will talk to you. Drop a few bombs on Iran. Wipe Iran off the map. You'll do a favor to the world, trust me. Flatten Iran. Nothing needs to be there. The world suddenly will put you on a pedestal. Nobody will talk to you. Drop one bomb, wipe the whole place out of the map. That's it, you're done. Hashem has a lot what to take care of. Hashem has to take Amalek out. Hashem has to take the Erev Rav out. Hashem has to clean this place. Hashem is going to do that. It has nothing to do with us. Hashem is going to use His messenger, Melech HaMashiach, who is going to fight all these entities and will destroy them in minutes, only with His mouth. Mashiach is not going to raise a gun, and not a sword, and not a missile, and not nothing. He's only going to talk. 10,000 missiles are going to fly towards us. Melech HaMashiach will say one holy word and all these missiles will disappear. One person is going to win all these nations. You wait to see what Mashiach is going to do. Mashiach is the same idea of Moshe Rabbeinu. Walking into Paro and making a joke out of Paro. He's going to make a joke out of all the evil in the world. Mashiach will eradicate the Erev Rav. He will kill completely Amalek. He will fight Milchamot Hashem. Mashiach will talk and he will take them all down. My wife once had an amazing dream. It was, I don't remember, either Yom Kippur or on a very holy day. And she told me I had a dream that a Mashiach came and I saw Mashiach fighting with all these armies and people. And she said that he would just say verses of Tehillim and the letters came out of his mouth and each letter started turning around and becoming like this disc and that's the dream my wife had. And that's how it's going to be. Mashiach is going to talk and you'll see nations falling. The United States have no future. That's it. There's no other way of explaining it. Edom, which is America, is going to be destroyed. There's a lot of prophecies if you want to go just for two of them to see. One of them is in the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, and the other one is in the book of Jeremiah 49. You'll see the destruction of Edom. So really, the United States of America is destined to crash miserably. What matters is that the fact is that the land of Edom, the United States, is going to be destroyed, and it's going to start with economy, and then it's going to lead after that to many other things. At the end of the day, Hashem is the one who's going to control everything, and it doesn't matter who he's going to put at the head of the United States to bring it down. It doesn't matter. And by the way, I'm not taking any sides. I'm not a Trump supporter, and definitely not a Kamala supporter. I support the Torah, I support Mashiach, and that's it. I don't care about the political puppets. But I'm already telling you, take it as it is. America is going to be destroyed. America is going down. And that will bring the destruction of everything, entire Western world, because America is the one who's pulling the wagon. And Hashem is going to cause that. And like I told you, it's going to happen in many different ways. My clear advice to any normal American is pack your bags and leave. I've been saying that for 10 years already. I've been telling Americans. I live by an example. And I'm happy I did that. Because from the second that I left the United States 9 years ago, it's only going down and worse. Hashem is telling you, I'm closing here the show. You want to be here when it comes down? You want to be here when I'm going to destroy Edom? Hashem is going to destroy Edom. Yesterday we had a lecture. Either you come tomorrow to New Jersey or you wait to see it online. Where I quote the places in the Zohar explaining that Kadosh Baruch Hu is going to finish Edom. Long cheshbon for many, many years. This is Edom. You're in Edom. Edom is the Western culture, the Western world. Hashem has a long account with Edom.
The evil Edomites, meaning the evil Westerners, are going to get attacked by a far-off country. Now, I think the farthest off country that could attack would be China. North Korea and China, but they would probably do it together. Listen, a far-off land is going to come and go after the Western allies. Westerners are fighting, and they're going back and forth, and then this far-off country comes, and Edom falls. They lose. The Western countries lose this war. Yeah.
It's like they lost in Vietnam.
No, very much not like that. Because it's all their armies, everybody, their whole sovereignty. Their sovereignty is going to be gone.
So today,
They will no longer be a superpower. God's going to come and save these China, whoever it is, and wipe out the Christian countries. Why? Because they destroyed the Second Temple. Meaning, while you were all rooting for the West this whole time, you forgot about the fact that they have major debt to pay, and that is they destroyed the Beis Hamikdash.
and China never touched the Beis Hamikdash.
Right? They don't even know what it is.
Probably supplied the material to go with it.
And not only because they destroyed Beis Hamikdash, you ready for this? Think about the Holocaust now and all the pogroms and all the what were those called, crusades, wiping out whole cities of Jews. The Hitzaru, the Israel Begalis, and they caused pain to the Jewish people in exile. Meaning they persecuted. Hitzaru persecuted. Meaning they're going to get killed in the end because God is going to go on the side of probably China, wipe out the whole West. Why? Because of the destruction of the Second Temple, which is still a debt they never paid, and because of the persecution. All that persecution that just come through, it's still a bill. It's still a bill that has to get paid by the West. There's a pasuk that says that there's going to be a slaughtering for God in Batra, Shivaroni. Batra is a capital of part of Rome, like a big city of Rome. And this is going to be God's avenging. This is going to be God's korban, God's sacrifice, slaughter. Yeah, also. But here it says, Shivaroni. God comes to the aid of China and wipes out all the Western countries. America, everyone's going down. And on that day, not only will God's name be one as it is upstairs, it's going to be one downstairs. And everyone will praise Hashem, Kishi is Galek Vodo al Kol Haolam, when God's glory will be seen in the whole world, not just the Jewish people.
You don't get the idea of war being no more, or peace breaking out among nations, unless the word goes out from Jerusalem. You can have one, but you can't have it without the other.
That's right.
But there's going to have to be destruction. Either way you're looking at it, and destruction is always not so nice. In between 7.5 billion people in the world, there's a lot of evil, but there's a lot of good. It's a minority. I don't know in numbers, a few millions, maybe a billion, I don't know. According to our sages, it's a third of the world that is the core is good. Where do we take that from? Because we know that at the time of the redemption, 2/3 will be destroyed, 1/3 will remain. And there's not going to be a lot of people left by the time Mashiach will come. Prophecy is talking about 2/3 of the world that will be destroyed. That's also being conservative. There are places in holy books that are saying, I saw one place that it says that Mashiach will only have 7,000 students. That's it. 7 billion people in the world. Only 7,000 will be worthy and have the merit to stand next to Mashiach. I don't know how much reliable that source. It was an opinion of. Doesn't matter. It's a pretty strong opinion. We're not going to have any more governments anymore. There's going to be a king to the entire world. And all the nations will have to bow down to the same king. There's going to be one king and one government. The government is going to be called a Sanhedrin, a Malchut. It's not going to be a president and a prime minister. We're going to have a king, and Mashiach is for the rest of the world. It's not just for the Jews. That's a misconception. People think Mashiach is for the Jews. Mashiach is for the entire world. He's going to be the king of the world, a messianic era.
What's the point of Mashiach? What's the point of Yemot HaMashiach, the Messianic era? Everyone's going to see Hashem clearly in their lives. There's not going to be any other religions in the world, just the chosen people. Mashiach is going to be the king of the entire world. Everyone's going to pay homage to the king in the base of Mikdash, and everyone's going to believe in one God, and it's going to be utopian existence. The Mashiach that we classically call Mashiach, like the big Mashiach, is Mashiach ben David. When Mashiach ben David comes, it's game over. That's Mashiach. We get to a utopian existence where everyone follows one world religion. Mashiach is the king of the world, the undisputed ruler over the entire universe, and he has prophecy returns, and everyone flocks to him to find out what is the will of Hashem. The whole world will recognize that Israel is the capital of the world, Mashiach is the king of the world, the Jewish people are the priests of the world, everyone will pay homage. There's going to be one unified religion, and there's going to be one unified religion, we all serve God. There's going to be the priests, there's going to be everyone else, and we're all going to say Mashiach is our king.
One world government. That's true. That's a message from Hashem. Mashiach is going to come, he's going to be the king, and the government is going to be a Sanhedrin. And that's it. That's what's going to control the entire world. That's one world government for you. But you have to understand that everything that the evil regime is trying to put on us, that's Hashem telling the world what he's going to do. They want a one world government. What do you think is going to happen when Mashiach comes? There's going to be a one world government. It's called Sanhedrin. That's it. There's not going to be White House or Kremlin or anything. Or definitely not the Knesset. How dare they call it a Knesset? This is like a house of idolatry. But we're going to have a king, and we're going to have a Sanhedrin, a Supreme Court, and that's a one world government that will control the entire world. They're talking about no cash, cashless society, digital currency, all this. When Mashiach's going to come, we're not going to have money. We're not going to have money when Mashiach comes. We're not going to have credit cards when Mashiach comes. So every concept they're trying to introduce to us, that's Hashem saying, that was my idea. Why are you copying me? But everything that you see in front of your eyes, Hashem has a long history with many leaders, many nations, many people, and he's now preparing the entire world for the redemption. To blow up a misconception that a lot of people have. People think the redemption is only for the Jews. What do you think, that 20 million people is going to remain after the coming of Mashiach and 7 billion people will disappear? There's not even one source that indicates that. On the contrary, all the sources says that a large amount of the nations are part of the redemption. Only 2/3 of the world won't make it to the redemption. That leaves us with 2.5 billion people, Gentiles, that are part of the redemption. So one should not even think that the redemption is solely for the nation of Israel. It's for the entire world. Because my house, the house of prayer, talking about Bet HaMikdash, is welcome to all the nations. The nations come to Bet HaMikdash too. So first of all, it's important to understand the redemption is for the entire world, not only for the Jews. It's for the rest of the world. For Hashem to do his revenge on all the evil people, for Hashem to wake up all the souls and the sparks of the Gentiles that need to come and convert into Judaism and become part of the nation, for the nations to realize their role in the world by believing in one God and following the laws of Noah and following whatever they can and should from the Torah. I mean, Hashem is coming down and making seder, making order here. And what I noticed, that some of the most evil individuals, the most crazy psychopaths in history, somehow are related to us. And somehow, for whatever reason, came from our nation. But haven't you noticed that the majority of the psychopaths, evil, deranged, all sorts of individuals in history, they're actually Jews. So you see that a lot of the evil individuals actually came from within us. I know a lot of people are going to say the Rothschilds, well, half of the Rothschilds are not even Jewish. But that's irrelevant. You know how many psychopaths, evil individuals that came to destroy us? Maybe not with spears, guns, and weapons. But they came from our nation and destroy our spirit.